Mm. I know I'm really late with this, and you guys are probably mad at me, and I'm not gonna try to give you guys excuses or anything, because I know I'm really late on this. Holy cow, I was busy, and then I heard that the final happened, the finale, and I was like, wait, what? So, yes, I meant to have this out sooner, but just never got around to it. Here I am doing it now, so at least there's that. So today I'm going to be talking about Korra, episode 11, and the 2 episodes in the finale. So here it is now. Korra reviewing. Let's go. Oh my gosh, so in episode 11, I wasn't expecting that giant, I don't really know what they called it, that giant thing that carried the spirit weapon. I was like, holy cow. And then Mako, he asked Bolin, did you know they were building that? He's like, oh, I forgot to mention it. Of course I didn't know. So that was funny, and I was glad to see Iroh there. So I guess that shows that the Fire Nation did want to help them out, but didn't want the whole army getting involved or the whole nation itself. But I thought it was nice of them to send Iroh because he helped out before with one of the other villains, so that was cool. And oh my gosh, Patar Jr. is so dumb. They were like gonna get married, and I was like, what? And then she like blew him up and she said, I love you, and he was like obviously surprised that she would do that to him, but everyone I think was just kind of like, well, what do you expect? Yeah, Patar, he is dumb, but I kind of felt bad for him in the way that he thought someone loves him, but then would just sacrifice him like that. It's kind of sad. I was surprised how mature Prince Wu acted. He actually stepped up to his princely part and helped evacuate people, and so I thought that was good for him. I don't remember what happened before in episode 10, but I feel like he just kind of like popped out of nowhere and was like, well, let me take charge now. But I thought it was good for him and his character. Julie and Varric got reunited, and she yelled at him, and his hummingbird things got destroyed. So that's pretty much episode 11. There's not much that I think about it other than it's just a lot of build up for the finale. Oh my gosh. How in the finale, now I'm getting into that part, that when the giant was like walking into the city and Korra, she like pushed all the water up on it so it would like freeze. I thought that part looked really cool. I don't know what I was expecting, but Asami's dad's death really shocked me. I was like, oh my gosh. I wish I did a live reaction to that because that really did take me by surprise. I think he's not the only person who died because there were people that died, but the only ones that we kind of got to know. Oh my gosh, and then when they finally cut the suit open and they were like in it, I guess, Kupira's face was so shocked and she was like, oh my gosh, and you could just see how like almost nervous she was, and I just thought that was funny. And then Mako, his fighting scene, oh my gosh, I feel like we haven't seen Mako fight in so long, and because all he's been doing is like getting into the police force and then like guarding Prince Wu, and we didn't get to see him that much, I feel like. So that scene made me really happy because I was like, yeah, Mako. I was like kind of rooting for him, and like he isn't even my favorite character, but I thought that was good. That was good for him. And then when Kuvira, she like ripped the arm off because Lin and Sue like got it to stop working, and Kuvira's like, oh, it's dead, so she just like rips it off. How Lin, she put a metal band around them, on her and her sister, before she passed out because Sue already did. And so I thought that was really smart and really fast thinking, and I was just like, oh my gosh, the little details in this show make it so much better. you'll just like watch it and like notice these little things, and it's like, hey, that's really cool. I think my favorite part though was when Korra, she was breaking into Kavira's control room, and there was this hatch thing, and she was like, pow, 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 and it like exploded off, and then she like jumped in there and like flipped out on her, and she like took out both the guards like in 2 seconds, and then it was just so good. And like watching that, and like all these fights were animated so good, and it was beautiful. And then how Korra and Kavira like came at each other, and then they like broke apart, and so that was really cool too. And I think now that Korra's like stronger and stuff, they are pretty much on the same fighting playing field, so it's nice to see her going at it with like all she has and really fighting, I guess. I don't know. And I feel like we haven't gotten a lot of Bolin and Mako time together, so seeing them fight together was really cool. I liked it. This isn't the time to prove how awesome you are. I already know how awesome you are. You're awesome. Oh my gosh, can we just talk about Mako's lightning? That lightning was so, I don't want to say beautiful, but it was nice how he was like moving it like back and forth. It kind of reminded me of water, and then like he just shot it out, and it was so wonderful. And we don't really see Mako lightning bend that much, but it was very nice. And I feel bad that he like almost died, because one of the shots, one of the things like hit him like right in the chest area. I was like, holy cow. And then his arm got all red, and it was in a cast later, but did it break or did it just overheat? But that was insane. That was a really nice part, and like the animation in that too, it was just, and I don't know what it was, but seeing Mako like fight and like his hair all like messed up reminds me of like 3 years ago when he would actually be cool. When Korra was talking to Kavira in the spirit world, it reminded me a lot of Aang. I'm not gonna say Aang Ozai, it just reminded me of Aang, because he wanted to defeat him without fighting him. He didn't want to kill him. So them talking just reminded me of how you don't always need actions to resolve something, and you don't always need to fight. You just need to listen. And I think that was the problem with Kavira before, is that she just wouldn't listen. Her goal for changing the Earth Kingdom was good, but then she got way too greedy about it, and it just spiraled down from there. But her intentions were good. She just got lost along the way, and I kind of felt bad. It was so, oh my gosh, this part pissed me off. Kavira said, I'm willing to take any punishment you guys give me. And then Sue, she's like you're gonna pay for what you've done. It's like Kavira just said that she knows. And that part just, I'm glad she said that, because then it shows that she realized what she did maybe wasn't the best. It brings that like humble, not really humble, but, and then Prince Wu with the Earth Republic making it so it's not a monarchy anymore. And I think that's smart, because the monarchy never worked for the Earth Kingdom. It always had problems, so I think that's good on his part, and how he suggested it himself was really smart. That new spirit portal took me by such surprise. I was like, new spirit portal? And someone's like, that's a new spirit portal. And I was like, new spirit portal. I like how it's in the middle of the city, and I like how the spirits were already like living there, and I think it just fits together really well. They're like, what would Aang think of that? And I'm like, I honestly just think he would laugh. That's it, just laugh. Now, the very end of this, they tried to get the show away from the romantic stuff, and then took it a whole different road. And personally, I'm fine with that. I am fine with that, because I feel like Mako never really worked out for either of them. The relationships were always bad, and even though I liked Mako and Korra in season 1, but that's it. Like the last episode in season 1, that's all I liked him in. But I like how they can be friends now, and if Korra and Asami want to do whatever, then I think that's totally fine. And if you guys think something else, then that's fine for you too. I heard a couple things on Tumblr, but I'm not gonna confirm or deny things for sure, because I don't think that's my place, so I'm fine with it. But I also thought it was kind of weird how Korra, she left for years, and then she was talking to Tenzin, and she's like, yeah, I know, I feel like my story just begun and stuff. And then she leaves with Asami, and it's like, don't you want to do things as the Avatar again? Like, why are you taking another vacation? But then again, I feel like she needs it. I don't know. I really liked season 4. I liked season 3's villains and stuff, but I really liked season 4, how it focuses on Korra's growth and her being more compassionate, and I think that's important and mature of her to learn. I am disappointed though how it never really said if she could contact her past lives again, because that's all I really wanted to see is Aang, and I know it's not his story anymore, but that still would have been really nice. I'm not too upset. I think everything worked out really fine, and Korra had its up and downs here and there, but overall, I think it was a really good show. I'm glad I was reviewing it with you guys. I know this review is late, but I hope you guys liked the show and the episodes and the finale as much as I did. And thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking with me and commenting and liking this review. And if you guys have any other shows you want me to watch and talk about and stuff, then just let me know. Just thank you again. Bye.